bar graph lamina, it is usually represented like this mush rectangle form represent video the x-axis and y-axis now in this question, how do we read this graph now? This graph represents the percentage distribution of total expenditure of a company. Company chi dumosh anegi through kate expand ani gyaragi represent person in terms of percentage represent no. So another he is spending 20% on infrastructure. 20% on infrastructure is spend tele 12.5% on transport, 15% on advertisement, 10% on tax, 5% on research and development. Short form for research and development. Tele salary 20% use tele interest on loan 17.5% use. Alright. When you add all this much 20 plus 12.5, 15, 10, 5, 27.5, you will find out that this will come to 100%. Okay, what does it mean? It shows the total expenditure of the companies. All right, so let us see what the first question is saying. Now, question number 1A. The total amount of expenditure of the company is how many times of expenditure on research and development, R&D, R&D. Right. So the question is the total amount of expenditure of the company is how many times of expenditure on research and development. So we don't know what is the total expenditure. Let the total expenditure be X here, right? The total expenditure X per watching research and development percentage to it is 5% more. So research and development mush R&D expenditure the gamcho R&D's expenditure is equals to 5%. 5% of the total expenditure, that is X more. Now you do this R&D expenditure the narajamush R&D short from there equals to 5%. You convert it into fraction of X times X, right? Now you bring this 5 by 100 to the other side, all right? The power R&D. Let me first simplify this. 5 on 5, 520 mush 1 by 20 X, right? So you bring this 20 to the other side. So X equals to 20 of RD. All right. What does it mean now? The total expenditure, the total expenditure of the company is 20 times of the expenditure of research and development. So the answer is B, that is 20 times. All right. Yes, so the answer is 20. Now see this question. Question number 1B. If the expenditure on advertisement is 2.10 crore, then the difference between the expenditure on transport and taxis comes more. All right. So how do you solve this now? The question is saying expenditure on advertisement. Advertisement expenditure is 22.10 crore single. All right. Then the difference between the expenditure on transport and tax kichilo. All right. First, you need to know what is the total expenditure. All right. Total expenditure comes in. How to find the total expenditure? You will find it from this sentence. We have found the total expenditure. Find there. We didn't find it, right? So we have to find the total expenditure here. Kade find bini. Advertisement the gamchi percentage more, it is 15%, right? So 15% of total expenditure divided by X to the expression is equals to gamchi more, it is 2.10 crore in law. All right. So you can find the total expenditure value. So X equals to 2.10 divided by 0.15, right? So any bedolo gamchi 2.10 divided by 0.15 pedalo, you will get 14 crore. Now this is your total expenditure. The question is asking us to find the difference between the expenditure on transport and tax. So difference first the transport key expenditure transport key expenditure is 12.5. So 12.5% of total the 14 mosh minus difference level we have to subtract it. Minus tax ki the tax kidi, it is 10%, right? Minus 10% of 14. All right. So you directly calculate this. 0.125 mush. 0.125 times 14 minus 0.1 times 14 because you will get 0.35 crore. Okay. Amchi option duga. There is no 0.35 to and 35 lakh to. So obviously the answer is T. Because 1 crore gamchi rupees mo. You know that 1 crore di it is 10 million bate, right? 10 million. Sheda more 1 crore is 10 million. So you just multiply 0.35 by 10 million tuga. So when you multiply this, you will get the answer as 35. Let me see. Times 10, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whether you will get 3505. Alright, so that is 35 lakhs. Much 35,000. It is 35 lakhs. So your answer is D. Alright. Now C ki gachlamne. What is the ratio of the total expenditure on infrastructure and transport to the total expenditure on taxes and interest on loan? So ratio find below. Ratio the gachigare total expenditure on infrastructure plus transport is too much to the ratio total expenditure on taxes. The taxes is spelling very much. Taxes the loan loan. Loan ki find below, right? So let us find it. We got the total expenditure. We got the total expenditure as 14 crore. The most total expenditure the EXPENDITUR. Total expenditure is 14 crore. Now there's two methods that you can directly solve this with. The first thing what you can do is that infrastructure percentage infrastructure percentage is 20 more. So you can do 20% of 14 crore plus the transport transport is 12.5. 12.5 much 12.5% of 14 is to the taxes tax 10% much 10% of 14 plus loan loan was 17.5. 17.5% of 14 syllabima. So when you solve this baby it will take too long, but that's group or they were reminding me and you can directly add this to first what you can do is that you can do this method, but RAM like RAM's level is just one step difference, but you can still do this method. And another method what you can do is that infrastructure the percentage it was 20% more. So 20 plus the transport 12.5. So you directly add this to 12.5% at pay percent of 14 crores. Okay, you do this. Now tax 10%, right? 10 plus loan it was 17.25, 17.5. 17.5 of 14. Okay, now you add this, you will get 32.5 divided by 100 most percentage convert times 14 is to. Now you do this, you will get 27.5 mush divided by 100 times 14. You cancel this to 14 100 cancel ratio. You can do that in ratio. So you will be left with 32.5 is to 275 27.5. You for easy calculation, you remove this decimal. Remove channel. You take this decimal to the other side, and again, you will be left with 325 is to 275. Okay. See the ratio now. Option D. If you see the option, you will find that first ratio is bigger. Most 5 is bigger than 4, 8 is bigger than 7, 9 is bigger than 7, 13 is bigger than 11. So she direct cancel the window. Now what you can do, the first 5 ki try begin. You divide 325 by 5. How much you will get? 325 divided by 5 chawachin, you will get 65 thousand. Now you divide 275 by that 65. Okay. 275 divided by 65 chawachin, you are getting 4.23. So this answer will not be true. All right. Now you do it for B. How come B you divide this 325 mosh 325 divided by 8 chap. All right. So 8 chap the comes to 325 divided by 8 chap you will get 40.6. So now this has come in decimal. All right. Decimal only digi. This answer is cannot be correct. All right. This answer is wrong. Direct cross. All right. Now you do it for C. 325 divided by 9 comes down. 325 divided by 9 chawachin, you are getting 36.11. Dear decimal candy. All right. So option C member. So obviously the answer is D is play. All right. So let us prove it more. Answer D in a minute. Let us see once how to prove it now. 325D. You divide that by 13 much. 13 divide chap. So 325 divided by 13 chawachin, you are getting 25. All right. 25 tochi. Now you divide that 275 divided by 25 chap. All right. So 275 divided by 25 chap, you are getting 11. So the new ratio is 13 motion. 13 is to 11. That is the correct answer. So 1 digi gashlam, if the interest on loans amounted to rupees 2.45 crores, then the total amount of expenditure on advertisement, tax, and research and development is low. All right. So how to find this now? The interest on loan is given as 2.45%. No, does it matter? It doesn't matter. Why? Because we have already found the total expenditure as 14 crore. No. The Gadim Chigi loan the more than 2.45 years in the it means that your question is totally different questions. Yeah, you related Muslim. So let us see whether it is related or not. Tuga first antago chigi. Total expenditure 14 crore in a minute. Okay. So if the interest on loan amounted to rupees 2.45, interest on loan give more. Interest on loan give comes it was 17.5% more. 17.5% of total expenditure 2.45. So X ki value comes to it will be 2.45 divided by 0.175. Right. 2.45 divided by 0.175. Is it 2.45 divided by 2.45 divided by 0.175? Oh, okay, you are getting 14 crore, right? 14 crores. All right, so that means that the same the unnecessary misnomaching, you will feel that it is unnecessary time investment, but you have to do it because sometimes question on Gazin terminology. If the interest on loan amounted to rupees 3 crores, if it is 3 crores, that means your total expenditure will not be 14 crores. Okay, it will be more than that. So you have to find it. Such a question. All right. Now you have found the total expenditure, that is X, 14 crore. The question is asking total amount of expenditure on advertisement. Advertisement percentage advertisement was 15%. It was 15%. And the tax tax was 10%. And the research and development was 5%, right? Research and development was 5%. So they are asking us to find the total amount of the expenditure on those three things. So what you can do, you just add all the interest together. The percentage the add 10 plus 5% of 14 crore. So comes to 15, 20, 30%. 30 divided by 100 times 14 chawachin. How much will you get? 30 divided by 100 times 14 chawachin, you are getting 4.2 crores. Answer to. So your answer is option C. All right. Hey. Let us solve it for 1 more. Very simple. Okay. Now, any question in the Gachilab, the expenditure on the interest on loans is by what percent more than the expenditure on transport. Look. Now, how do you find this? Kade we find we have to find the expenditure on the interest on loan email. Expenditure of interest on loan find be. Tele we have to find the expenditure on transport. Tamachiki dachi question on expenditure on interest on loan define be no more. Kamchiti loan we got it as was it 27? Anyhow, let us do it again. Expenditure on loan on interest loan it was 17.5% more. 17.5% of the total expenditure we got it as 14 crore but more. So any bedalu interest and loan how much will you get? 0.175 times 14 chada you are getting 2.45 crore. Tele this is for loan interest on loan Tele expenditure on transport transport percentage. Transport percentage was transport was 12.5. 12.5% of 14. So kamchito 0.125 times 14 chawachi you are getting 1.75 korosima and the transport key. All right, transport key expenditure. Now we have found the expenditure of loan. We have found the expenditure of transport. The question is saying that the expenditure on the interest on loan is by what percent more low? When you see this, by what percent more low? What does it mean now? Do you remember profit and loss? Gain percent. What does gain percent means? How much percentage more increase percentage the increase all right. So same like that. Last time gain we calculated by price minus selling price divided by cost price times 100%. You have to use the same logic here, all right? So anaya same rabini. Now here it is loan git mush 2.45 minus 1.75 divided by dana divide the gachichan. Whether you divide it by 2.45 or you should divide by 1.75. Now here you have to see it here. The expenditure on interest and loan defined base percentage fine. It is being compared with transport. Transport compared with last time selling price was compared with cost price, right? So that is why we have to write the transport expenditure 1.75 times 100%. All right. If you find this, you will find the number of percentage. All right. So got it top. So 2.45 minus 1.75 divided by 1.75 times 100. You will get 40%. All right. You will get 40% as the answer. Tuka. The gadim chive chigi 2.45 minus 1.75 chape divided by 2.45 chavachin. Chigani option name as a chiamito. Tami. Let me do 2.45 minus 1.75 divided by 2.45 chavachin times 100% chadulu. You will get it as 20%. 28%. Chigan mao 2.45 pouch divided by 20%, which is not in the option, but then you should know mao the 2.45 member 1.75 take the go base. You have to understand that, all right? And how go watching, then you can find the answer. Now, if you see this question, below to answer the questions no more. It shows the number of priority sector lending motion, that is PSL projects approved and loan sanctioned by the financial institution FIS in Bhutan in 2018. Now, any bar graph dachiki bar graph there was only expenditure Tatuki na bewachin BOBL na nidu BNB na nidu black and white bar do ishnal. What does it mean now? Blacky, what does it mean? What does it mean? Anatago legends na okay. When you see this legends, blacky the gachino, it is the number of PSL projects approved in mega. BOBL nalu number of projects approved the 72. All right. Now, what is this 70? Is it a percentage? No, it is not a percentage right now. Tato, it is given in million, Newton 70 million in Islam. Tele loan sanctioned by the FIST 47.8 million. All right. So BOBL projects most 70 Newton 70 million projects approved Jodalo. The loan the Kuikamchi Jogobe, he has to pay 47.8 million loan Jogos and FIS. Okay, FIS ki kong lamchi charge pin loan. All right. Okay. So similarly for BOBL, BNBL get Gino, BTBL get Gino, DPNBL get Gino, TBank get Gino, RICBL get Gino. Now let us see what the question is saying. How can you data interpret binina? I hope you have understood this. Two bars jindalu, don't get confused. It is all given down here and legends data watching. Any legends data watching, you will understand it. All right. Now let us see the first question. What was the total amount of loans sanctioned by the FIS in 2018? Loan sanctioned by the FIS in 2018. And it 2018 gira imad mushkara 2018 na imemena. And by the way, this question came in 2022 na mituga. So what was the total amount of loan sanctioned by the FIS? Now loan sanctioned by the FIS represented by bar white imad. So when you add all this, you will get the total amount of loan sanctioned by the FIS, right? So you just add this 47.8 mush, 47.8 plus 70.4, 70.4 plus 70.4 plus 0.4 to mush, 0.4 plus 2.7 plus 14.2, 2.2 plus 3. All right. So when you add this all, come to 47.8 plus 70.4 plus 0.4 plus 2.7 plus 14.2 plus 3. So you are getting 138.5 million. All right. And the option got it all. 130.5 million. It is 138.50000. Okay. Million Newton convert you will get times 100,000 1 million just. You will get 138.50000. This is the answer. So your answer is P. All right. Yes, the answer is P. Now let us see what the question 2 is asking us. What fraction of PSL projects were approved by the FIs other than BOBL and TBank? Now what does it mean? The question is asking us to find in the fraction. The fraction now, let us see the for example, 3 marks out of 100, 60 the last time I got it. How do you write it? You usually write it out of 100. If you got 60, you will write 60 divided by 100 mush. We don't write 100 divided by 60 but mush. And in you have to write 60 divided by 100. Similar way that way, what fraction of the PSL projects were approved by the FIs other than BOBL and TBank dominant? No. Tele Shimi project approved by PSL project. PSL project approved mush. PPR approved. Except for mush, except for BOBL and TBank divided by the fraction level total level including BOBL including BOBL and TBank. All right. So I need to find the PSL project approved by approved except for BOBL and TBank. The PSL project, it is represented by black most right now. It is represented by black. But the question is asking, first kidi BOBL the TBank the exclude BL numerator. So BOBL the TBank we are excluding these two. So project approved comes total. You are left with 40 plus 4 mush 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 2. So divided by total gara. So total gyara level matching, you have to include B or B the T bank include chapo. So it will be 70 plus 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 2 chapo, right? So when you do this, I think you will get, let me check, okay? 52 divided by 130. 130. So ratio damage you are getting 52 by 130. Ratio. That you see this ratio. You have to simplify this ratio. Okay. Now there is a trick to there's a trick to simplifying this. When you see this option all the denominator are in 5 the most common 5 denominator. So you try to make this denominator 5. How can you make that? So you first divide this 130 divided by 5 each. So how much will you get? 130 divided by 5 charge, you are getting 26 more. 26 watching 130. What does it mean? If you divide the 130 divided by 26 charge, opposite beta margin, you will get 5 still then. Alright. So when you divide this by 26, you also divide this by 26, right? So comes down 52 divided by 26 charge, you are getting 2. Alright. Then 130 divided by 26 charge, you are getting 5, right? Remember 5. So your answer is 2 by 5. Answer is C. Alright. Yeah, question number 3. Now see, what is this saying? Use the bar graph below to answer the questions. It shows the percentage distribution of head of the household in a survey by gender and by Tongkak. Now, when you see this graph, and down the answer can be the most black and white gara yamabe. But she legends the x-axis na do y-axis na do we can easily understand it. Legends black black shaded bar it is all male. White shaded the gara female. All right. X-axis bumtang ngachi zongkak jino. All right, zongkak jino. So x-axis is in zongkak. The percentage y-axis is in percentage. So now you see for bumtang ki tawachin. Now see this bumtang. Black 23 do. What does it mean? In bumtang, 23% of the male are the head of the household. That's bumtang nalu household 100 household do. Me 100 chimi miki nale. We watching 23 of the house nalu chimgi da gashinong chinge nangi amina nangi up how head of the household bus indo. But 77% of the chimdi imna 23 chim mosh the bumtang nalu 100 chim do example 100 chim nale 23 chim nalu di chimgi bom dira head dira male indo. Rest of the 77 chim nalu di head of the house is boom indo. All right, it is the female. All right. Similarly, you see it for samchida. Samchigi tawachin. Male is mom the mush, the black the lash though. That is comes to 76%. Are you able to see this number? Number 76% word. 76% of the male. The 24 the female. What does it mean? It means that for example, chigi malu samchigi zonkak nalu 100 chim do mush. Chim kong family 100 to chim so 100 chim iminale 76 of the house kinaludi head of the household male ni 24 of the rest of the 24 na rest and the gara female head of the household. All right. So are you able to understand this? Anigi the graph key what it represents is that black key it represents the percentage of male in and y-axis na the percentage it is in percentage. White bar represents the female. Now, if you see this, bumtang zongkak nalu, for example, let us assume that bumtang nalu there is 100 household 100 house too. All right, 100 house himinali bumtang nalu, 23 of the house nalu di chim 23 mosh chim 23 house nalu di kachiro zouchin lo ngongi gashin labdu sangalu zouchin lo chimgi head of the house di 23 house already male ni lo to head of the house is the male in lo the rest of the house in the 100 minus 23 with the 77 mush. So 77 house already head of the household boom is all right. So it is just saying us. Now let us see for hagita deda. Hagita was male the 46 to 46%, female the 54%. Now, what does it mean now? Machi hanolu bewachindi, head of the household the mom gatime, female giduwai, because it's 54%. Now, 54% of the household in hagi zonkono chim gamchu, anali 54% of the household naludi, head of the household the kaime, boom ilo. Whereas 46% are the male is learning. All right, and graph the hagui. You just have to see this. Black key, what does it represent? White key, what does it represent? White represents the female key, female key, and the head of the household kong is labi, and it represents male key 23%, black key represent the Muslim. All right. Haguiga. Man do minya man situ. I hope you have understood this. Man. Okay, so first let us see the question tomorrow. Question so you might understand it better. The question watching first ki gachlam which Songkhak has the most male-headed household? Now, which Songkhak has the most male-headed household? Now, so another watching Gadidu Songkhak Gadinalu head of the household be bus be midi Songkhak na watching Mamma Gagidu. Obviously, it is something, 76% do it. Right? So you don't need to do any calculation here. You can directly choose the answer as something. Mega. See, this question came in 2022. You are getting free 1 mark here. Right? Now see the second question. Which Songkhak has least gender disparity as the head of the household? Now, what does this least gender disparity mean? It means gender gap. Gender disparity means gender gap. Less gender gap gadi zonka gadi na do sime. Now if you see this, anita watching zonka nalu less gap gadi do. How will you find that? Yes, 2020. Oh yeah, 2020. Now 2022 city jano. In 2020. So any question nalu ta watching. Which Songkhak has the least gender disparity as the head of the household? More gender gap less tira kadina dulo. How will you find that? Anatash Shemgangi Bumtangi Tawachindi female is mapali mom do most drastic to it. Female is more than male. So 77 minus 23 you will get 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 54. Drastic difference to it. Whereas some male boom the less me percentage from me. So gender gap I'm saying high do it. But when you see for Bana ita Shemgangi do the Bana rime 51 male do 49 female do. So that means almost equal to me. There is a difference of only 2%, right? So your answer should be Shemgangi. So answer is C. All right. You're getting 2 marks for free day. You don't need to do any calculation here. All right. So the graph below shows the frequency of number from 4 to 8. Now this question came in 2018 too. 2018 question. The graph below shows the frequency of number from 4 to 8. Now any graph ki kachite frequency of number low, right? What does it mean now? Another y-axis the frequency too. This is frequency. Another frequency, another number. All right. This is number. What does it mean now? Any graph ki gachite milawachin. Number for the it is repeating only one time. Frequency lawachin the lokchi mati, right? Frequency lawachin lokchi. So 5 here, number 5 is also repeating only once, right? What about number 6 now? Number 6 is repeating 3 times. So 4 is tacham chome, 5 is tacham chome. 6 is repeating 3 times. 6, 6, 6. 3 times only. What about number 7? It is repeating 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times repeating, right? What about number 8? It is repeating only once syllable. So any graph ki interpretation di ani tuga. Frequency means what does it mean? How much time it is repeating tuga frequency the number of times it is repeating. All right. The number 4 is repeating only once the most. Number 5 is repeating only once, and number 6 is repeating 3 times, and number 7 is repeating 4 times. All right. Now let us see what the question is saying. How we can interpret meaning? Now let us see this. What is the order of mean, median, and mode from the above data set? Chani data set nale mean, median, mode the kadebe shelo. Whether median is greater than mean, which is greater than mode, or whether it is the mode is greater than median or it is greater than mean. Now, how are you going to find this question? Interpretation not clear. Oh, clear moja. Okay, then let me tell you again to last question. Any interpretation the y-axis nullity, it is the frequency. All right, frequency. Frequency. Let me first. Frequency means number of times it is repeating. Number of times. Kamchi repeat me. Ani frequency number of times it is repeating. Tana number 4 number 4 the item bishan. Tachiganalo 4 say the puzzles out you keep this as pen bija. Okay, this is pen, this as pencil bija the pencil, this is book. Okay, and this is eraser. All right, and this is sharpener bija the sharpener. Anita watching pen is repeating only one syllable. All right, pens the frequency how many times it is repeating, right? So pen is repeating only once. Pencil is also repeating only once. Whereas book the book frequency frequency is 3. What does it mean? That means book is repeating for 3 times. So that means there are 3 books left. All right. What about eraser? Eraser is repeating for 4 times. Now that means there are 4 eraser the most. Eraser is Taji Loko. All right. What about the sharpener? It is only repeating for 1 time. So you can write this. Touch any pulses on this watching. Touch any question. What is it saying? It is saying us to find the order of mean, median, and mode. The Kongi order Shagobachin. Now, to find this order, you have to find the value of mean first. Yeah. The median value, the mode value. All right. How to find this now? You have to know what does mean mean. Okay. Mean, let me do more. It means it is the average. All right. The other name for average is mean. No, average the average so the total sum divided by total number. It is total sum divided by total number, right? Now what about median? Median what does median mean? Median means the middle number. Data set data set what is the middle numbers? Middle number, it is the middle number. Data set all right. What is mode now? Mode the data set repeat most data. So highest number which one is repeated and the modes highest repeated, highest repeating number we call it as mode. Okay, number. Now there are 2 ways that you can directly solve this with. First thing what you can do is that graph the way you can number it like this any number then you can find it, or you can directly do it from the graph. All right. So first let me do it from the data set explain so that you can get the concept of mean, median, and mode. This should clear way how to check it. The number of pen is repeating for only once. Most a pen the number 4 number 4 is repeating only once. So that means 4 in yeah. The 5 is also repeating only once. So 5, right? Now number 6 is repeating for 3 times. So 6, 6, 6. All right? 3 times repeat frequency. What about the number 7? Number 7 is repeating for 4 times, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 times repeat. All right. And the number 8 is repeating only once, right? So number 8 is repeating only once. Now you find the mean. The mean the gadivchini. Mean chodolo I told you, it is same like finding the average. No, average find because we call it as mean. So find the average. Average find which you have to add all this number. Okay, 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 divided by total number. Gamchi number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is 10 number. So any better gamchi me answer. Let us see. 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8. So you are getting 63 divided by 10. So answer you will get 6.3. So mean you got it as, this is mean tuga. Mean you got it as 6.3. All right. Now let us find the median. Median it is the middle number. So middle number got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gamchi number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. From 10 number, which one is the middle? So kodi memos kodi extreme na do ani the men ani men. This is not. So 6 to 7 day koni imo the middle. So how to find the middle now? Chijamchi biochin kong middle image to. So sometime now you can find the middle by median they find Benny, you find it by 6 plus 7 chabutua. Koni ever did the panel koni dumina. Kadimchi banako chiamchi everchin, you can take that as directly as median tuga. So that would need over 6 plus 7 divided by 2 chabu because there is 2 but much. So 6 plus 7 divided by 2 chabu, you are getting 6.5 slip. Right? You got it as 6.5. Now let us find the mode. What is mode? Mode, let me dig more. Mode is the highest repeating number. Highest repeating number digachime. Obviously number 7. Number 7 is repeating 4 times. Remember, that is highest number 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 7. All right. Now let us see what carry answer so tumsa. The lowest highest gadimo. Highest is mode. So mode is greater than the second gadu median do. All right, which is greater than the last is mean the 6.3 option. That is mean. So gadime answer, it is mode median mean. So your answer is B. All right, the answer should be B. Okay, mode median mean option it is B. All right, yes, it should be B. How going on gade solve chabina. Now, I needed the data set palibam is what more, but you can also directly solve it from the graph the direct solve chapter. All right. The mode D, you can directly see that highest bar the corner do 7. So mode D 7 bishamide. All right. Mode is 7. What about the average? Mean gade find beni. Mean find beni, then what you need to do is 4 times 1 chago. 4 times 1 plus 5 times 1. 5 times 1 plus 6 times 3. 6 times 3 plus 7 times 4. 7 times 4 plus 8 times 8 times 1. Right? Divided by total number. So total number 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 you will get 10. All right. So when you calculate this, you will get the same 6.3 set of tuba. Then what about the median? The median team you have to write this number tuba. And number you have to solve it. All right. More you can directly find it from here. It is 7 session with tuba.